Blog Talk Radio.
Baby, baby girl, let me see your tattoo, see your tattoo. Baby, baby girl, let me see your tattoo, see your tattoo. All those pretty words written on your skin. Tell me where they start, tell me where they end. What they wanna say, let them talk to me. Girl, don't cover up, baby, let me see. It appears to me that you shy. Well, I don't care, you know I gotta try. Where'd you get them done? Was it in a shy? Out in LA, I gotta say, baby, lately I've been thinking about you all the time. And honey, sugar, they go all the way to your behind. Baby, baby girl, let me see your tattoo, see your tattoo. Baby, baby girl, let me see your tattoo, see your tattoo. All your sexy ink, girl, you've got the taste. Starting from your neck, down to your waist. Up against your skin is where I wanna be. Let me trace the lines of your calligraphy. Baby, lately I've been thinking about you all the time. And honey, sugar, they go all the way to your behind. Baby, baby girl, let me see your tattoo, see your tattoo. Baby, baby girl, let me see your tattoo, see your tattoo. Oh, baby, baby girl, let me see your tattoo, see your tattoo. Baby, baby girl, let me see your tattoo, see your tattoo. Girl, the writing on your skin, so delicate, got me looking. Painted pictures down your back, where do they go? Can I follow? Baby, lately I've been thinking about you. And honey, sugar, y'all know what to say. Hey, put a candle to it, let me see. Are you addicted to it, girl? Be free. You know what? We're gonna do one of them solos. Let me see your tattoo, see your tattoo. Baby, baby girl, let me see your tattoo, see your tattoo.
What's going on?
Yeah.
You have tuned in to another episode of On the Move Unscripted with Patricia M. Goins.
And Mr. Stout, what's everybody?
What's going on?
Yeah.
You know what? I feel a little bit better this week. It's been kind of crazy, but I feel a little bit better. How about you?
Yeah, crazy's still there as a part of it, but I feel better too. Hell, we got some days coming up, like, right? Like, the whole the COVID thing, the numbers went up on that, right?
Right. In Ohio, it's like the numbers have gone up. So it's certain cities, right, that the numbers have gone up on. the numbers have gone up, and the stock market is going down, and the people in the government went on break. They go on another.
They're not trying to pay nobody.
I'm like, oh my God, does this feel like what we? Now I can understand what. Who was it? What was the country? The name of the country that they didn't?
Crimea.
Crimea or. I forget. It was somebody they didn't want to give aid to.
Right.
And they got into the Trump administration got into trouble with it. So now they're not trying to give the American people any aid either.
Ukraine.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't want to give Ukraine any money, and they didn't want to help them, and they don't want to help us. They didn't went home. They didn't went back to their mansions. They eating shrimp.
Yep. So I mean, we getting time coming up for us to vote though. So that's important too, right?
Right.
Everybody go out and definitely go vote. Yeah, I'm sorry, my voice a little messed up.
It's like we were so excited the last time because, Hillary was in the lead, and we felt like, oh, right, we're going to have our first woman president, and we all got shocked when they said Trump, right? So this time we don't even know what to think because we thought the last time we was, we don't know. So anyway.
Yeah.
We got a good show planned for today.
We do.
Mm-hmm. We have Ebonice Adkins. Ebonice Adkins, and I think her nickname is Ebo. Yeah, I like that. And I believe that she is a big time producer with Netflix and BET, and I'm really excited to speak with her. And I believe we have her on the line. Ebonice.
Yes. Hey, how are you guys doing today?
I am doing good, Ebony. So where do you get the Ebo? Like everybody in the industry knows you as Ebo?
Yeah, actually everyone knows me in the industry as Ebo. In the TV credits, when it's scrolling, it's going to say Ebonice Ebo Adkins. And it comes from my name is spelled Ebonice. Ebo is nice, and my name is Ebonice, but it's spelled Ebonice. So I dropped the nice, and it Ebo, and Ebo stuck for a really long time since college, and that was just a nickname, and most people meet me as Ebo.
That's what's up. My daughter's name is Ebony, so I wanted to call you Ebony, and then I realized your name is Ebonice. You got a little twang to it. Yes. So are you in California or are you in Georgia?
I was just in California for 5 years. I just came back to Georgia due to COVID. So I've been here since March.
How do you feel about is Georgia home for you?
Georgia is home for me, yes. Mm-hmm.
So how does it feel to be back home?
Being back home is definitely a little different than LA and the nice, sand and palm trees, no rain. Right. But being back is it's also good. Southern comfort, Southern hospitality. The family is here. It's two different, totally worlds of entertainment and just people being personable. Period. So missing home was definitely something that definitely was true.
So L.A., the entertainment industry in L.A. versus the entertainment industry in Georgia, it's like two different worlds?
I would say yes, definitely, because LA has all of the corporate offices there for every network you can probably think of and all of the entertainment labels, music labels. Yeah. So regardless what you're going to do out here in Atlanta, you more than likely you're still going to end up on the call with that person that's in LA.
Okay, so LA is still the head honcho.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. They still running stuff. That's what it sounds like. They still running stuff. So So let me get down to who you are or the love of who you are. So you started with photography, like that's what your passion is, or is that where your passion started with photography?
Yes, I would say my passion did start with photography. I always had like a disposable camera when I was young, probably since I was 12. I've always had a disposable camera. So knowing that something in the creative rear, that's what I wanted to do, that's where that came into part. And then I actually went to a high school magnet program where I was, it was a magnet program that was actually specializing in television and science. So there, it was a normal high school program, but I also had a actual television class that I learned TV production. And from there, I went on to matriculate in college. I went to actually Fort Valley for about 2 years, and I transferred over to Clark Atlanta University, where I graduated from in mass media arts with a concentration in television. And I mean, from there, I mean, honestly, I had internships when I was in high school. You know, just trying to network. Things like that. I had my own TV show when I was in high school as well on People TV. That's located here downtown. They actually allow you to do everything for free. You know, you bring your idea to them, you bring your crew to them. They're going to give you all of the equipment that you need to build your own. You know, whatever you're trying to do, it's just really giving back to the community. So I was able to do that, and super thankful for that. And honestly, just pulled in a few classmates that was in school with me at the time, and my uncle Emmanuel Lewis kind of helped out as well, and my mom did. And once my mom really figured out this was something that I wanted to do, she was like, you know what? It's not music. It's not basketball or soccer. I think it's something like this. So my mom definitely put me in everything you can imagine in the arts to figure out what my niche was, and actually creating visual art was mine.
Nice. So your mom is in the industry. You grew up surrounded by the industry then, right? Because your mom is a publisher.
Yes, I would. I guess you can definitely consider me an industry baby for sure.
She grew up. Her mom is a publisher. Yeah. That's what's up. So, what did it feel like growing? Like, did you have the celebrities in and out your house all day long? Celebrity parties, celebrity people. Did you have to go through all that celebrity stuff?
Ironically enough, it's a funny story that my mom tells sometimes. That I definitely did grow up around a lot of celebrities, but when you're a kid and you're around those celebrities and you go back to your classroom setting and you telling your friends like, yo, I just met Brandon this weekend and this and that was there and Immature was there and we was all in the office. You know, when the teacher overhears you, my mom tells it as if the teacher overheard me telling this amazing story about being around these celebrities, that she felt like, hey, I think I need to have a parent-teacher conference with your mom because I think she's fantasizing about seeing these people that she's talking about in class. So my mom, literally, she told my mom that she thought that I was fantasizing about, meeting these celebrities. And then my mom had to come off the road, had the little parent-teacher conference with the teacher and actually was like, no, like, I do this for a living. She meets these people. She comes to these concerts, to these tours. So then after that, my mom just started, helping out with the community and bringing some of her talent to the actual school for performances or community service events and things of that nature. So that's how that worked out as a kid.
Yeah, like, also like, like moving like fast forward some of the things you have like already did for some of the accolades you already have had, but then one of the things that's out there for like for the Daytime Emmy Award, like you was nominated for that in 2016. For Lauren Lake's Fraternity Fraternity Court. I used to watch that show too. Tell us, like, how was that? How was that? About that? How does it feel about getting that? But also, what was your role in a part of that show?
Yeah, absolutely. I was a segment producer and a field producer on the show. I worked on the show since season 1. It was a startup from season 1 to season 3. And actually, I was in Atlanta at the time when I got the call for the show. And the show, season 1, shot in L.A. So I went to L.A. to work on the show. And then after season 1, the show moved to Atlanta where they, finished filming out the rest of it. So I came back to L.A. for 2 more seasons and worked on the show for 3 years. And I mean, it was great, being nominated for an Emmy at such a young age. It was awesome. Not only that, but it was just the episode that I actually produced was the episode that got us nominated for the Emmy. Although we didn't win, it was just an amazing experience to be in a room full of, amazing people. And that was the first time the show had been nominated, but you're sitting in a room full of people who've been nominated for years. So it was just an awesome experience to be able to do that. And to have your name recognized and to have your show and your hard work and your team effort recognized as well.
Yeah, that's something that's amazing right there.
And for you to be so young, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't look no more than you're about 12. It's like to be able to do all that at a young age, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is so dope. Like, so how did you get the first opportunity to do the very first show? Because I believe you've been with Netflix and BET and all that stuff. So how did you even get the opportunity to be with to work on TV?
I would say one of my college friends, she was actually a sorority sister. She was working on a TV show in New York at the time. I had just graduated college. She said, "Hey, I'm working on this show. We need an extra person. We need a PA, production assistant. You want to come to New York?" And I said, I ain't never been to New York before, but I'll take the interview. So I had the interview on the Monday. It was a Skype. On the Tuesday, they called me and said, "Hey, can you get to New York on Wednesday?" And I said, I ain't never been to New York before, but can you get me to Thursday?
Right.
So
wow.
we've been fresh out of college, ain't never been to New York, didn't know where I was going to live. All I know is I said yes to a job that was in New York and something that was in my field that I went to school for and paid Sally Mae for. And
wow, you understood the drill. You knew what the drill.
Paid Sally Mae for. And that this was something that I wanted to pursue. So honestly, I didn't know where I was going to live until I was at the airport on my way to New York, and was able to find a place through someone else. And I went out there for the show. And I spent 2 years in New York, actually. So my first job was a production assistant on this daytime talk show called The Jeremy Kyle Show. It's kind of like Jerry Springer. It's actually a UK-based show.
Yeah.
But in the UK, but it was filmed here in the US. It aired in the US and also aired in the UK. So I worked on that show for 5 years, and then I worked on Jersey Licious. That was in Jersey. Extreme Cheesecake.
Yeah.
Extreme Cheesecake. That's with very frugal people. Like, they make $100,000 a year, but put themselves on like a $5 a month budget. So that was a pretty cool show to work on.
Yeah.
And then from there, I came, back to Atlanta. I worked on T.I. and Tiny show. That was an amazing experience to work with the family. It's pretty cool that we get to do, and just the different things that the viewers get to see. So I've been in between, like, reality, daytime talk, court, even though I kind of started in conflict resolution. I bounced in between, little reality as well. And so when I was in LA, and actually the LA story is pretty cool too, because when I went to LA, it wasn't, because it was a gig, and like most of the other times, like New York or the LA, the first time was because a show called and said, "Hey, I got a show, you want to come work on it?" This time it was just, "Hey, I loved LA that first time I went for paternity court. I think I want to go back." So I just ended up buying just saving a little money and say, "Hey, I'm going to save $3,000 and I'm going to make it work for 3 months. And if I can, I'll go back to Atlanta and say I tried." So I just really just took the little money that I saved and literally last down to the little $15 I had. I ended up getting a gig working with the creative Are You Smarter Than the Fifth Graders? And it was a show called Winsanity, and it's on Netflix as well. It was the
I remember that show.
Yeah,
Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
Most
of them weren't smarter than a fifth grader, was
it?
Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Yeah. So he created another show called Winsanity. It was a game show, and so I worked on the game show there. And from there, Judge Faith, who's actually the judge of the court show that I'm working on now, which is Divorce Court, she had her own court show as well. A lot of people remember an episode that I produced when Young Jock went to court. I produced an episode where he went to court and he was like suing his manager over a look-alike kind of situation. That was kind of fun. And then I worked for Complex for 2 years. So Complex has some awesome digital content.
Complex magazine, very familiar with that. Yeah.
Right.
So have you? So you've done a lot of TV shows, or whatever. Did you actually, with any of them, and you may have already said this, did you actually write any of the scripts?
You said, do I write the scripts?
Did you ever get an opportunity to write any other scripts for any other different shows, like any of the episodes?
So technically there aren't any scripts because it's unscripted television, but what we do have is like episodes packet that we write out that pretty much lays out what we're about to do and how the episode will be laid out. So that's definitely something that I do, and that's a part of the job that we do. You're responsible for a certain amount of episodes per show. So definitely writing that out. That's something that's definitely a part of, trying to figure out and lay out your episodes. But I also own a production company as well that's called Dope Camera Girl, which is also my Instagram handle, which is Camera Girl. And we specialize in photography and production services. So in 2019, we had the opportunity of making a TV show, a digital show for Facebook Watch and All Deaf Digital. Called Truth Be Told, and it was a show that was called Truth Be Told, where we basically hooked up Instagram influencers or celebrities to a lie detector test, and they get to ask like ridiculous questions towards each other, and get to see who's like a liar basically, or who's telling the truth.
That's like a pretty good show right there.
So have you thought about doing any like other types of TV shows like dramas or any like outside of reality TV? Have you been thinking about or have you thought about doing anything like that?
Outside of reality, definitely. I've definitely outside of reality, I thought about things, and unless you're meaning more so out of the realm of unscripted television, because unscripted, that's going to include game, reality, documentary. All of that stuff. So I honestly, I work in it all. I don't necessarily have a favorite. I actually do have a favorite. I prefer digital content because it's so much more freely open-ended that you can do. And although it's digital content, it's still shot on the same budget that a real TV show is shot on. So although it's on a digital platform, it's the same amount of money almost that a TV show typically would spend because you're still getting the same amount of quality,
So when you say digital, you're of course you're talking about the internet, like
we're doing like with TV shows and
digital.
With the radio.
Netflix is digital. Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah, Netflix.
Hulu, that's Disney Plus. That's all digital content. YouTube, that's digital content as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess what I'm really trying to get to is, are you thinking about making any movies? Get down to
movies. I have a movie idea on my head. I do have an idea. That's honestly such a whole nother realm of the industry with unscripted and scripted. A producer and unscripted may be, you're the producer that's running the episode or whatnot, but the producer in a movie maybe you're actually putting up the funds for the movie or something like that. So the roles are a little bit different. They're a little bit they're definitely a bit different in a sense. So I haven't quite tapped into the scripted lane, honestly, because I just feel so much more freer with unscripted. I just feel like with scripted, like, this is the script, this is what you have to do. Make sure you put the cup on the table right here. And with unscripted, it's like, hey, this is what we're going to do it. It's not a script to it. It's just a little bit more freely, and you can be a little bit more creative with it, versus going by someone's script that's the script, and if you don't go by it, then that's a little disrespectful because, that's the script.
You know what? I can definitely understand that because we are on the move unscripted, and Lord knows we got some unscripted days, baby. I am not lying. This is a good day, right? Today's a good day. So I definitely understand the freedom of being unscripted, and it sounds like the money's much better too. We need to be unscripted, boo-boo, like really, really unscripted, because you're right. When you do I did a film, and you do have to fund it yourself, and it ain't all peaches and cream when you got to come out your pocket. So So you said unscripted, the money good? Is that what you said?
Hey man, the money good in TV for sure.
What was it that how did you say you got your foot into the door? You came in as a what?
As a
production
PA.
assistant.
Okay, you needed the PAs.
Production assistant is your way in. You got to start somewhere.
Right. And that's the smartest thing to do. Some people, just like artists feel like they're supposed to, when they come out the box, everybody knows.
Have it, right? Yeah.
Right. They don't want to they don't want to crawl first. They just feel like, oh no, everybody know me, don't nobody know you. So yeah, you're right. Even though you came out with a degree, you got to get your foot in the door and figure out how to do it. That was a very smart move. Very smart.
Strategic about it.
Yeah, that was very, very smart.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dope camera girl. Like, what's about what's that all about right there? Like, from dope camera girl. What's that like entails on the website for dopecamera.girls.com?
I would say dope camera girl really signifies a dope camera girl, a dope girl that has a camera that shoots dope visuals that can bring your expectations or your creative ideas to life. And I chose the word dope because, things are cool, things are cute, things look awesome, things look okay, but some things look dope, and something that looks dope looks something different than something that looks cool, right?
Right.
So it's just the terminology of the millennialized term of something cool that, is being used a lot, which is now the word dope, is what makes dope camera girl. I consider
yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying that everything through my lens is I consider dope because I like to, pop out colors or change colors.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you that. Yeah. Or like what type of gear? Yeah, what you're using. Yeah, the kind of cameras you're using.
What did you say?
Who, me?
Yes, ma'am. You were talking about the different cameras, the lens.
Right.
Oh no, I was just saying that through my lens, like through my eye, when I see anything that's a product of Dope Camera Girl is something that is cool, different, unique to the eye. It's colorful. It's something that's unique and stylistic.
So, how do you feel like with the whole pandemic that's going on right now, how do you feel like that has affected the television industry? Because it seems to me like more people now are on the internet than they are watching television. What are your thoughts on that?
How has it affected the internet?
What I'm saying is, do you feel like the COVID-19 has affected the television industry versus as far as like on TV and not on the internet? Like what I'm trying to say is, does it seem like television is phasing out and internet is taking over, and has COVID-19 helped that to happen?
I would say that definitely TV was already fading out. COVID helped it fade out even more. It made people go to the digital platforms because that's what they were already doing with their phones bored in their hand because they were quarantined. So, yes, I feel like COVID did force more people to the internet versus, hey, let me turn on my TV because I already know it's nothing cool and up to date on, but I know if I go on the internet, I know I'm going to see something that was made yesterday. If I go on TV, I'm going to see something that was made 2 months ago. So,
oh, wow.
So it's a difference, in what you're looking for, what's your niche and what you like to watch. Things that are uploaded to the internet are things that was literally made moments ago. Things that we're watching on TV. The only thing that's uploaded moments ago to TV is the news, and no millennials are watching the news. So if it's not music videos, if it's not, Love and Hip Hop, or, I like to call it your Ratchet TV Mondays, sitcom, but they're all entertaining. So it's you go to network television for something specific, but you go to the internet or digital platform for a variety of things, and that's what I believe now. Like, there's a lot of stuff that's on the digital side, and to be honest, COVID has hurt the television side as well. I mean, COVID has now taken over a majority of the production budgets. Like, you barely have a budget anymore to make a TV show. With it, you have to test everybody. You have to test everyone, and just try to take precautions, and that costs money. So it takes a big hit with the TV world because of all of that money going towards a whole COVID staff just to monitor you at work like a babysitter. But yet with the digital side, it's, hey, I'm going to set this camera up in your house and you're going to shoot, and you can be by yourself if you want to. And then it's it's shot a little bit more on the fly than versus, okay, we need to get a whole crew. We need like 50 people on staff. So with the digital side already being a minimalist type of content, it just pushed it even more for anyone to be able to make content, that's a millennial or that is going digital, because it doesn't take anything anymore.
Yeah, that's the wave.
So if you are, with you being in Atlanta, and actually we need to take a quick break, but before we take a break, I want to ask you this. With you being in Atlanta, there's a lot of talent. There's a lot of people with ideas, even though it's unscripted, they still have a lot of ideas for shows and things of that nature. I see that you were able to get with Netflix. How can someone with an idea or with a pilot or something like that, how can they introduce or get their foot into the Netflix door?
Honestly, I would say it's like, having an agent. You have to have an agent most of the time to walk you into these places and to walk you into these meetings, especially with Netflix. And I honestly would say the best tool, and I teach an online course. It's on teachable.com. It's called Time Out with Dope Camera Girl. It's basically an online course that teaches you the in-scoop to the TV industry in less than 5 minutes. When you go to YouTube, you like to go to YouTube University to learn about whatever you go on to YouTube about. But I know I hate watching any videos that's over 5 minutes. So all of the videos that I teach are 5 minutes long. And so I have a course on there actually discussing connecting on LinkedIn. LinkedIn could actually be a tool. A lot of people is on Instagram, but your CEO or that agent or that Netflix person isn't going to write you back on Instagram. They're going to write you back on LinkedIn. So
I always get them. Yeah, I always get them. Always use it. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So that's you think what's the website for your class, and they can take it from anywhere? Of course, it's internet based, so anyone around the world can take your class. Your class.
Correct.
Okay. What's the website again?
DopeCameraGirl.teachable.com.
CameraGirl.teachable.com.
And Teachable is an online learning platform where literally you can learn how to do anything. You want to learn how to be a musician. You want to learn how to bake cakes. You want to learn how to make flowers. You want to learn how to be a TV producer. It's all kind of classes. It's a platform that anyone that wants to be an online instructor to educate people could
master classes.
Teachable.com is a platform, and then you have a class on a website on that platform, and there's fees. I'm definitely assuming. So would they pay it like online through?
So I have there's a course, there's a beginner's course that I released during COVID that's actually free, and I believe in that free course is about 5 or 6 videos. And in that video is the free LinkedIn video about connecting on LinkedIn.
So that's powerful news, because I don't think a lot of people realize, I didn't even realize how powerful LinkedIn is.
Oh yeah. I get those like people do requests, or people ask me about saying what's your business. If you do have like a business on there, or you have like your information out there, they'll send you saying, well, this is a friend of yours who's doing this, or they're requesting you. People like requesting you on there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've got a lot of people from the industry on that way.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
It's definitely LinkedIn. It's definitely dope. Yeah, no doubt.
That's awesome.
Ebonice Adkins, yeah.
Ebonice Ebo, for sure.
Ebo, yeah.
We're going to take a quick music break, Ebonice, and then we're going to come right back, okay? On the Move Unscripted, y'all.
Yeah.
free my children. See their faces when we bust into the building. Making a noise, we rejoice cause we're different, yeah, yeah. Come alive, come to life when we light up. We're on our own, standing tall through the fire. Take me up, take me on, take me higher, yeah, yeah. Came from a home where family matters. Every climb I had to face, all of you were the ladders. And every prayer I had to pray, all of you were the pastors. And every page I had to write, all of you had a chapter. But I'm not home now, I'm in my zone now. Just spoke to mama, she said pick up the phone now. I sing my songs out, I'm doing wrong now. I play my music and I'm gonna make you so proud. Everybody trying to be like us, can't rock the mic, run the streets, they don't eat like us. Everybody, they don't see like us. Looking down from a view, they don't peek like us. Remember, they didn't notice us. We cut the word, I made it strong, built our focus up. We know that times are tough, but when you waste your time, you know your motive's fucked. Free to love, free the world, free my children. See their faces when we bust into the building. Making the noise, we rejoice cause we're different, yeah, yeah. Come alive, come to life when we light up. We're on our own, standing tall through the fire. Take me up, take me on, take me higher, yeah, yeah. Family, life's greatest blessing. A group that dreams, laughs, plays, and loves together. Those whom you can always count on, always present. Not only in the good times, the most precious gift. Came from a home where family's hard. Any problem that we have will be a problem to solve. Any problem that we have won't be a problem at all. I wish police on the street were more like Officer Carl, and that we changed our address, took the restraints off. Beauty's underneath, watch our paint peel off. You were gone for so long, now we thought you were lost. I'm gonna fly this plane until the wheels fall off. Free to love, free the world, free my children. See their faces when we bust into the building. Making the noise, we rejoice cause we're different, yeah, yeah. Come alive, come to life when we light up. We're on our own, standing tall through the fire. Take me up, take me on, take me higher, yeah, yeah. Free to love, free the world, free my children. See their faces when we bust into the building. Making the noise, we rejoice cause we're different, yeah, yeah. Come alive, come to life when we light up. We're on our own, standing tall through the fire. Take me up, take me on, take me higher, yeah, yeah.
All right.
All right. I got a story to tell ya. We're gonna take a trip back down memory lane, yeah. I remember way back when growing up in Atlanta. Seems like yesterday when I lived at home, riding my bike through the neighborhood, me and my friends saying knock on wood, hanging out till street lights came on. Like every kid I had a curfew, be in bed by 8, but I had to watch night tracks, so I stayed up late. It was like heaven to hold a girl's hand. And even though I'm now become a man, still feels good to just think back to my childhood days. Yeah, my childhood days. We used to wear polo shirts, eyes out too, fat laces and the Puma shoes. Counting round at the school bus stop, recess time playing pencil pop. Video games like Pac-Man, wanna be Turbo tryna break heads. Football and Little League, my memories. I used to wanna be a wrestler. I can't forget about Mr. T. I had a crush on Janet Jackson, since she was Charlene. I know somebody out there understands. And even though now I've become a man, still feels good to just think back to my childhood days. Yeah, yeah, my childhood days. I had the Transformers, and y'all remember G.I. Joe, my favorite cartoon. Used to be the Fat Albert Show. I wanted to grow up, be like Superman. Remember Kangos and parachute pants. Somebody know what I'm talking about. My childhood days. We used to hang out after school, y'all. My childhood days. Drinking Kool-Aid all day. My childhood days. Saturday morning cartoons. Conjunction, junction, what's your function? I ain't have no bills, don't worry about my childhood days. We didn't have a care in the world. My childhood days. In my childhood days. In my childhood days. I remember. Don't y'all remember? I do. I know somebody out there understands. And even though now I've become a man, it still feels good to just think back to my childhood days. Ooh, childhood days.
You have tuned into another episode of On the Move Unscripted, and we are currently introducing the Grammy-nominated producer. Huh? Emmy. I said Grammy.
Yeah.
No, I did the wrong thing. I thought it was music. I'm sorry. The Emmy-nominated producer, you know, Netflix, BET, like the whole kaglam. So because I want to get back into your business and
Adkins is what it's called.
And what all you offer. But before I ask you that, Ebonice, I'm curious, what's it like trying to date and be all this at your age? What's the dating scene like for you?
Dating is terrible. I would honestly say that the most thing I get is from people. I mean, I feel like most things are an excuse for people who can't be honest. But sometimes I think I get the comment that, oh, I feel like you're in your career, you have it going on, you're doing X, Y, Z. And, yeah, so I don't know. Dating for me is I don't date that much.
You know what? I wonder what it is. Do you think that men are intimidated by career women?
Yes. Absolutely.
So, yeah. Right.
Not all.
You don't think so?
No, that's it. All.
Okay, so you're not.
No.
But so have you ever? I'm talking to you, Mr. Stout. Have you ever in your life met a woman who was career-minded that you were intimidated by? Like you wanted to ask her out on a date, but you felt like, nah, she too heavy league for me.
Maybe. I don't think it was like I probably couldn't make that happen. I'm sorry. I probably made that happen. Like, look, at least try at least once. That's what you want, right?
So it just seems like men are intimidated by women who, you know, who have something going on, who have another life.
I love that. I really like that. I really like the career-minded women, because they have a different, the conversation is different. Like when you are speaking to somebody who is really in art. I'm an art person. You're an art person. You know what I mean? Like art and that stuff like that. And if photography and making films and writing music, all that stuff is a part of an art type of thing. If it was like saying you was a construction, or something like that, you're doing, but it's not like if we didn't have it into some sort of a connection in there, and that type of, maybe it's like I wouldn't be so interested. I wouldn't be intimidated. It'd be like more like, no, I'm not interested because it's like, it's something that I'm not interested into getting into.
So do you think that you would have better luck, Ebonice, if the people that you're interested in, are they in your same field? Or are you open to dating people outside of your field?
I date all kinds. It's never necessarily just in my field.
And but you know what? You're in Atlanta. You do know how Atlanta is, though, right?
Mm.
I feel like the men in Atlanta want you to chase them. What are your thoughts?
The men in Atlanta, I've only been back here since March, and I haven't.
Oh yes, you need to go outside. All the men you just see have masks on.
But I mean, I guess that I would say that, I mean, most men want to have their cake and eat it too.
Wow. Yeah, they do a lot of cheating in Atlanta. That is true. Have the side chick. You know, Atlanta is like the side chick. The side chick lane. Yeah, because there's so many choices. There's a lot of women in Atlanta. Don't you think there's a lot of women in Atlanta, Ebony?
Yeah, it's actually it's like a 5-to-1 ratio here in Atlanta.
There's a lot of women in California. She was in California.
Yeah, but see, Atlanta, it's like it's a lot of women. It's like a lot. There's it's just different. I don't know how to say it's different.
Yeah, like it's the ratio.
Yeah, the ratio is different.
So now, what you have for Dope Camera Girl out there, like now, you have these things for these classes. What are some of the things we have to sign up for when they go to the website? Like it says, like how to learn to become a pro, and some of the things that's on there. So let our listeners know about that too.
Oh yeah, I see. What's that? Getting Netflix? You got a whole Netflix thing right there. Netflix and 1 hour coaching call and getting started for TV. Oh yeah, y'all need to check this out.
So yeah, there's different things that are on there. There's a free course. I think there's another course that could be $10 or $15. And then there's a coaching call. And honestly, all of that stuff was a little bit more pricier. And then when COVID hit, I just decided to just drop everything down to like under $20. Just being if you could spend a little $20 into something that, you want to take serious and do, then I feel like, people would spend that. Some people spend $500 on classes about, on online marketing, this or whatever. You get all these emails that's selling you the same course for $800, and people are buying it. Honestly, people are buying the courses. So that's what the courses have. The free course have a lot of different information that's pretty useful. And then there's a course that teaches you how to like make the perfect pitch deck if you're interested in making pitch decks, or you have an idea that you're trying to formulate in a creative document that you would like to present, and so that's on there as well.
I'm going to check this out for myself. I'm about to tell you that right now, Ebonice. I'm about to be one of your students. I'm about to be on. I'm about to invest in it because I have I've made a movie, right? Mm-hmm. I've done a movie and I've written books, and so this is something. Producing a TV show is something that I would like to do. I even had a book that I was thinking about turning into a TV show. So, but I don't know even like where to start. So it sounds like DopeCameraGirl.com.
Teachable too, right?
And Teachable is a great. So
Dope Camera Girl is the website, and you can also register from there. But if you want to go straight to the online course, then it's DopeCameraGirl.teachable.com.
Okay, so I can get to Teachable.com from your main website too.
Correct.
Okay, yeah, because I see on here it says I like that. Let me see. It says sign up for free. So you actually can go online, y'all, and you actually it says all courses, getting started in television, everything you need to know about getting into the television industry. Y'all better hear what I'm saying. This is gold for y'all today up in here. Let me see. And then you log in, and then you can put, okay, so if you don't have one, you can go down here and where would you go to create it?
You gotta go back.
Let me go back.
So you have to log in like normally how you would sign up on any kind of platform. You have to create a sign-in username. But some of the classes also have documents, downloadable documents that you can use to that we use in TV that you can for your own as well.
You know what? Let me tell you something. This is a blessing. This is going to be a blessing to a lot of people because you are basically given. You have collected a lot of knowledge in a short period of time because you're not that old. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that you are willing to open up your brain and allow people to learn what you've learned, or you're letting them know, listen, you don't have to do all the hard work I had to do. This is how you need to do it. This is the lane you need to go through. This is the door you need to knock on. That's a blessing. Yeah. That's going to be a blessing to a lot of people. And because you are so open and giving like that, even though you had to lower your prices because of COVID, but that's going to come back to you. Yeah. Like that's going to come back to you.
Right. Yeah. All the way.
Yeah, that's going to come back to you. That's putting out good karma, that giving a shot, but giving unto you good measure, pressed down, shaking together, rolling over. So somebody's going to do for you like what you're doing for them, because really, like you said, someone came to you and said, hey, they looking for, some help. You want to come? That was an open door for you. You know what I'm saying? So this website that you have created to teach people how to get into television is also an open door.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's an open door for listeners. It's an open door for myself. It's an open door. I'm looking at an open door, y'all. Yes, dopecamera.girl.teachable.com. Y'all have got to go to this site. Y'all got to, sow a seed into what she's doing, and you ain't gonna do nothing but gain knowledge from it, and what knowledge and wisdom. You went to. And
you'll learn as somebody who's a pro, right?
Yeah, because she went to college. She graduated.
This is producing TV shows. Yeah. Learn how to do like everything on there. Like there's people who open it up. As soon as you get on there, it shows you for the free ones right there for like a
how to make a $4 in-home green screen. Wow, we were just talking about that.
Yeah, we did the whole thing for that, right?
Wow.
The entire course that all of the videos I shot on a green screen that I shot in my living room that I made for $4 from the 99-cent store.
Wow.
So when you, of course, I show you how you can make your own $4 green screen just by using and also the entire course is also shot on my cell phone. So I also teach you how to make high-quality content that you can actually monetize off of, but also shoot it quality-wise off of your cell phone. So you'd never know until you watch that video that, hey, this entire course you're watching was actually shot on my iPhone such and such, and this is how I did it.
Right.
That's awesome. That's the bomb. Yeah. dopecamera.girl.teachable.com. So basically, I know there's going to be a lot of people, even actors, because, actors only want to be actors for a certain period of time, and then they start to want to produce stuff. They want to be on the other side of the camera.
Right.
So this will be good.
Producer.
I'm going to make sure I share this with some of the acting groups on Facebook too, your website, because I know there's a lot of actors who have, TV show ideas.
Right. Now, she said, like, you shot this on her phone right there. You look at that right there.
She shot this one?
Yeah.
And it looks so good. So what kind of phone did you have to shoot this? The creativity starts within you.
I think I have the 11, I want to say, or the 8.
iPhone 11?
It's one of the two. I can't remember. I definitely tell in the video, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to have to, and that's smart because, everybody's attention span. I even music videos, it got to be a darn good one for me to see it all the way to the end. Like, I can't, come on with it. Like, I can't be in there for 15, 20 minutes.
Well, I like that. That's a good.
5 minutes. She said 5 minutes per class. Get you in there, teach you what you got to know, and get out. That's that LA stuff.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
In and out.
LA don't got time. Georgia wants to sit down and give you some tea first and lemonade and stuff. But LA ain't got time for that. Come on, sit down, get what you got to get, and roll on. So, how does it feel? Because I know that the slowdown, going from California, where I'm sure it's fast paced, to Georgia, where it's the slowdown. Did you feel the slowdown when you got there?
The slowdown, no, not necessarily. The only thing that's slow is traffic. Other than that, it's a hustle and bustle city. Like most people there got mini hustles. It's a very expensive place, so most people got mini hustles to, be able to afford to even stay out there, so that they can continue to pursue, their dreams. So, just that alone is what's gonna not make you slow, make anything slow, because you're gonna constantly be moving, networking or trying to figure out what's the next move and things like that.
You talking about L.A. or Atlanta?
Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I mean, I'm not.
See, for me, when I went from Ohio, Midwest to the Southeast, I felt like to slow down. Like I still wanted things to be, come on. Can you hear me? That where I need to go? How I need to do it? Where I need to do it at? Let's keep this going. That was me. But when I got to Georgia, they was like, wait a minute, hold on, slow down, sit down for a second. Why you?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, definitely. That's definitely true. That Atlanta could be like that, but LA there it wasn't slow at all.
Oh yeah, no. But I miss, the thing that I love about Atlanta is the trees. I love the nature. There's no city, in my opinion, that has the beautiful nature. And I bet you when you're out there with that camera, you just go ham in Georgia with all the beautiful colors and trees and scenery and stuff.
I love nature and outdoor shootings.
Yeah, I'm looking at some of these pictures you have of the flowers and
the flowers that you on your website. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like them flowers are on
shots are very
beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, vibrant. I also got the food and drinks on there as well.
So do you teach? Do you in some of your classes? I'm talking about your dope girl classes. Do you also teach them about like how to use Photoshop and how to, once you get the picture, how to make those colors jump out at you?
Not yet. That's just some upcoming courses that I wanted to do. So I feel like those will be coming up soon.
Because your shots are awesome. So I know that you're never without work. Even if you just wanted to do photography, I'm looking at these images. I'm assuming that your phone will be ringing off the hook constantly. Yeah, that's beautiful. The colors and
chicken and waffles. That's it right there.
Chicken and waffles. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just for the magazines, can you see just the way? Yeah. So, what advice would you give to, other than of course going to dopecamera.com? What advice would you have for someone who wants to get into the industry? What are the do's and don'ts that what advice would you give them?
I'd say, whatever that passion is to go into it with an open mind. And I think that everyone definitely needs to go into it with an open mind and feel as though this is something that they can accomplish. Nothing is a cakewalk. Nothing's easy. There's always tough times to be able to do things. So I honestly feel like they need to be able to network. And I know most people don't like to take no for an answer, but it's, don't take no for an answer. Continue to knock on that person's door, letting them know that you're available or that you're interested. And, consistency always pays off. Consistency and being persistent. And that's something that with being in the industry, period, you got to be persistent with, these different CEOs, the different, celebs and things like that for them to, be able to take you serious and feel like, okay, this is somebody that I know can get the job done because they obviously called me 100 million times. So sometimes, that it actually pay off and it does work. Just being able to sell yourself and put yourself out there and, create your own work so that the people you want to work with know that you can even do it. I create shoots all the time, just personal shoots that I like to do for portfolio purposes, just because these are things that I want to do with other clients. But some of those clients don't know I can do it because, hey, they may just think I'm a TV producer, or they may think I'm a photographer that can't do this. But if you can show, hey, I already did this one thing that you kind of want to do, it's like, oh, wow, you really can do that. But this is now the age where you have to show what you can do versus being able to have that resume and say, hey, this is what I did. Now it's like, hey, you can go to Instagram, look what I did. So I would honestly say continue to sell yourself and put yourself out there and network with as many people as possible to let them know, you know, exactly what side of the realm you're trying to be in or work in, and finding that mentor that can kind of push you along as well, that can take you under their wing.
Yeah, that's good advice right there. And also, let them know how to get to you, like your social media and stuff like that. Like, you know, I know you got dopecameraGirl.teachable.com, also dopecameraGirl.com, but there's some of the, you know, the new fans or new followers or people who want to, like, you know, to reach out to you, how would they do that on social media?
Yes, new followers can reach out to me on Instagram, which is Dope Camera Girl. Twitter is Dope Camera Girl as well. Facebook is Dope Camera Girl. So everything is Dope Camera Girl. And you can reach out to me on Instagram. I definitely message back. I always engage and, you know, discuss different things with people. People have questions. I'm always open into, you know, allowing people to pick my brain on social media and things of that nature. So I definitely am available to discuss things like that. And if people need any, you know, photography or creative need services, I'm definitely, you can hit me there, or either via email, which is dopecameraGirl@gmail.com, for any creative needs or any services that are being needed.
I just want to touch on this only because this came in front of me recently. Mia Campbell. You heard of her before, an actress out there in Atlanta?
Yes.
So my heart goes out to her because, you know, of course there's mental health and there's addictions going on. What would you say to an actor or an actress whose dream is to come to Atlanta and get into the industry? What warnings would you give, or what advice in that nature as far as the other side of the industry?
I would say the same thing as I just said, with the same advice. You know what I mean? You have to have a good head on your shoulders to know that you're trying to get in the entertainment industry or a world that has a bit of a grit to it. You know, again, it's not a cakewalk. There's not always a happy ending, and there's a lot of no's, and there's a lot of doors that's being shut. So you have to know that that's going to happen. That's just expectations. I know we tend to set our expectations really high, and that's where we get disappointed. You know, one of the most common laws of life is, you know, to not have those expectations. You can have expectations of yourself, but the problem that we have is having expectations of things that we didn't even expect, you know, or we don't even know what to expect. So when you set those expectations at a certain standard or at a certain lower level that you don't even think you can do it, then you're already, you know, deminding yourself of something that you can do. I just feel like you just really have to have, you know, strength in that strong circle of friends, of people that can continue to push you. Because I know if I didn't have my small circle of friends that continue to push me or continue to say, hey, I love and enjoy what you're doing, I probably wouldn't be this far. You know, we are our worst enemy, and we always criticize ourselves harder than anybody else does. So then that's where some of the slack comes down, and, you know, we kind of tend to beat ourselves up a bit on things. But I would say, yes, this industry, it does have its bad side. But that's not something that's nothing that we don't already know.
Right. Yeah, my heart definitely goes out to Mia. I felt like I think they tried to do a reality show. They tried to do an intervention for her, and I think they tried to even get her off of the streets and even put her into a reality show, one of those reality shows in Atlanta. But I think that's her being in the limelight is not what she needed, and so I don't think it went over well. But definitely, you know, for all those, because a lot of people are fascinated with Atlanta, and they want to get there because of the music, because of the acting, the film, you know, entertainment opportunities or whatever. But I feel like they need to understand that you can't, unless you got a stable foundation in Atlanta that's going to have your back or whatever, they should not just hop on the first Greyhound bus there and say, I'm gonna fake it till I make it, because that can be a hard road. And I know you've seen a lot of homeless actors and stuff in LA as well as Atlanta.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So definitely, I guess my advice would be to, make sure that you have your plan and your stable foundation, like she said, because that can be a lot of it too. Because if you don't have stable housing, or whatever, if you're a starving artist, that right there will open up a whole worm of mental health stuff that you didn't even know you had.
Yeah.
When you can't take care of your basic needs, So I just want to put that out there. But that's not the case with you because you got the bomb diggity mom. I love your mom, you know what I'm saying? And she holds it down, or whatever, doing her thing. And her daughter is following in her footsteps. And so I appreciate you for coming on the air, for bringing your expertise and your knowledge to our fan base. I think that what you're doing as far as, giving information on how to get into TV, through your class and stuff, that's the bomb. Like, that's great. Not a lot of people give back.
Right.
That's
true.
They don't give back.
That's true.
Yeah. They find that information, and then you be like, well, how did you get that? Oh, baby. And they don't ever want to tell you.
Right. So get that support, and then what you're doing, if they showing you support, then you out there, like, you actually giving them something back in return, like, by giving them information that can actually build up their career or their brand or their business. That's definitely dope. That's a big deal right there. I feel that. Yeah.
You have any shout-outs you want to give?
Yeah, I definitely want to shout out, all of my friends and family that has, helped me get to this point. I definitely like to shout out my mom, shout out my Uncle Emmanuel Lewis. Shout out to you guys can tune into Divorce Court. You can watch the show that I'm currently producing right now on air every Monday through Friday on Fox. And as well as to everyone that, feels like they have a vision to create, I say do it. Don't let anything stop you. Just figure out a way to do it, whether it is doing it the most simplest way until you can do it the best way.
I like that.
I have one question I forgot to ask. For actors who want to actually find legit auditions, do you have like a referral, like a good company that they can actually, submit information to and it's legit auditions? Because I hear about these different companies that offer these auditions, but they don't be real.
I would say honestly, you really have to research some of these people. My lane is unscripted, so we don't even do castings or things like that. So it's really kind of, you still have to do your research in the things that you want to do, even when you do get these messages or phone calls. Like, I always Google the phone number, I Google the email address, I Google almost everything that's in the email. Sometimes I'll copy and paste the email into Google and see if it's a forward or if it's even a real email, see where this email has been. So again, you have to do your own due diligence and your own research when trying to get these gigs to make sure it best suits you, to make sure it's real, and to make sure it's something that you want to put your name on as well.
So if you're completely unscripted, how do you get the people that's going to be in like the court TV? How do you get How do you get the people? Like, how
it's a court case.
It's a real court case.
That's a court case. Then you just, we have small claims cases that we can, call from the courthouse. With Divorce Court, they actually write into the show. They hit us up to come onto the show.
Oh, that's how they do. That's how they do.
We're saying with the judge, more like that's like maternity test. Like, this ain't your kid, or this your kid. Like, that's the.
What's the one he's trying to find out who the baby daddy is? What's that one show?
Was it on the judge or something? No, Maury.
Maury. So those are real shows. Like, those are really real. Those aren't actors.
It's with the court show.
But that's still a reality show.
I mean, the court cases are real. They filed a real court claim. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a film that let you know it's like,
But something like Maury isn't.
Yeah, that's like more scripted compared to what the cases what you're doing for Lauren Lakes and all that. That's that right there. Yeah, I was watching that show. Yeah.
So what about the other one that you have? the other, what's that, Dope Girl? What's the name of the other show that you're doing, that you're the founder of? I'm trying to go back to your
founder.
It's dope. Let me go. I'm on your site. You see, I'm stalking your site right now. I'm sorry. So I'm looking down here. So which one was it? Not the. I thought it was a different show. Let me go down.
Yeah,
Dropping Cash LA. Huh?
Okay. Dropping Cash LA.
Yeah, and rules to this shit and stuff like what and Truth Be Told. So what are those? Those are, you don't use any actors for those. Those are also still unscripted type stuff.
Yeah, those are all celebrities. So basically, those shows, Dropping Cash, is pretty much we hang out with the celebrity all day as they splurge and drop cash on something expensive. So we, contact different managers or talent agencies to see what talent they have that will be available and it mesh well with the show, what we're trying to do. And then, we go from there.
And then what about rules to this? To SHI?
That's our celebrity base. Mm-hmm.
Huh?
So there's casting, there is it's all celebrity based.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
So these are available on Complex, right, and the BT and YouTube, like that, right? Right. So you can actually check these out right there. These are actually out there, the season 1,
yeah,
1 and 2.
So Dropping Cash LA is on Netflix.
Correct.
It's on BT Networks, on YouTube, yeah, and Netflix as well, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah.
I have Netflix. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. So that was an awesome interview. That was a lot of knowledge.
Adkins, yeah.
Yes,
Ebonice
Adkins. That's why everybody, when I was posting your picture around that she was going to be on, everybody was liking it because you must have a really good reputation in the industry.
Thank you so much for having me on you guys' show. I really look forward to you guys having me back again.
Yeah,
definitely.
We're gonna watch so many more of these flicks and check everything you're doing, and definitely come back on there. Like, we should be done here soon too. She's done in Atlanta. We're gonna be getting done here soon.
Right. So, she's not gonna be doing that kind of reality thing. You don't do any reality that deals with the music industry side, though, right? No kind of reality shows like that.
No.
Okay, so she wouldn't.
Yeah, you never know.
She ain't doing that ratchet stuff.
For the Moody Gala is gonna be dope though. Yeah. So,
yeah. No, Moody Gala's not ratchet. No, that's gonna be a lot of industry professionals. Probably a lot of them are not. A lot of them may not be in music. Some of them might be in, TV, magazine, or whatever. So it's January the 29th in Atlanta. So if you know of any artists that's out there in Atlanta that's interested in trying to be able to open for the Moody Gala, which is going to stream out to 100 countries, just tell them to go to aroundtheworldmedia.com and sign up, or go to the Moody Gala, themoodygala.com for tickets.
Okay, for sure thing. So sorry I have to wrap this up.
Oh, you got tell them about what you got going on tomorrow. You got something going on tomorrow.
Yes, I'm actually on. Yes, I'm speaking on a panel tomorrow that is called the Business Web Halloween Networking Mixer. It is with Media Girls Network, and basically there will be me plus 50 other women that work in the media. We will be connecting and speaking with local creatives, entrepreneurs, and other media girls that are actually in the industry for just a night of live music, cocktails, bites, and it'll be a panel of me alongside a few other women that are in the industry that have different titles, maybe publicists, booking people, and things of that nature. So it'll be a lot of other awesome women that are on the panel that'll talk about their job duties and their life in the entertainment industry.
And how is that open to the public, or is only for certain people?
That is open to the public. If you go to my Instagram and click the link in the bio, it'll take you to the page where you can register and you can come to the event for free.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, all righty. Well, thank you so very, very much. Like Ebonice, I said, once again, yes, for stopping by, Ebonice Adkins, Emmy nominated producer. Tongue tie. We appreciate you. Much love to you, and much continued success to you and everything that you do.
Thank you so much. You guys have a sweet night.
You too.
Sure.
Want to move unscripted, y'all.
Turn it up.
Just thinking about you. Girl, I know you got a few demons around you. Wish you could see what I saw when I found you. Wish I could always feel how I feel around you. I've been up drinking just thinking about you. Girl, I know you got a few demons around you. Wish you could see what I saw when I found you. Wish I could always feel how I feel around you. I ain't felt this feeling in a minute. And we don't really feel it till it's finished too. You keep looking in the mirror for a different you. I keep looking in your eyes, I won't forget the view. What do you mean? Tell me there's any way you'd rather be than wherever with me. We'll take a plane and we'll change the degree. If you won't take it from anyone out here, I suggest that you take it from me. Get straight from the jump. They know me come clean, yeah. Tell me, what do you dream? I wanna see you become something with me. Something so tight, not to come in between. Tonight is our night, we're wide awake in our dreams. I tell her I love her, she say the same to me. I've been up drinking just thinking about you. Girl, I know you got a few demons around you. Wish you could see what I saw when I found you. Wish I could always feel how I feel around you. I've been up drinking just thinking about you. Girl, I know you got a few demons around you. Wish you could see what I saw when I found you. Wish I could always feel how I feel around you. Is it real? Is it real? Is this it for us? If you feel how I feel, throw them fingers up. This is everything our life never was. I love you cause you're opposite to everyone. You're unique and I love your physique. You wear your heart on your sleeve, now you do nothing but bleed. You've been cutting so deep, it probably f***s up your sleep. I just hope you forget it at night when you're clutching to me. I put my head on your chest and I write a song to your beat. We got distance between us, that's not a problem to me. If I wanna see you, I head east. You're 2 days down the street. That's 4 hours by plane, now I'm back and forth every week. Yeah. I've been up drinking, just thinking about you. Girl, I know you got a few demons around you. Wish you could see what I saw when I found you. Wish I could always feel how I feel around you. I've been up drinking, just thinking about you. Girl, I know you got a few demons around you. Wish you could see what I saw when I found you. Wish I could always feel how I feel around you.